I was brought up in a kind of grey environment, grey skies, grey streets, grey battleships at the end of the street in the shipyard. And I suppose I dreamt in Technicolor. And I would imagine myself on a beach with a palm tree, you know, and some cool music wafting through. So really, it was the attraction of opposites. When I first heard like calypso music, and then ska and blue beat, and then reggae in the 70s, I thought, this is something that appeals to me because it's so opposite to the world I've been brought up in.
I wasn't surprised to hear that he was a fan of my music and all of that, but I think that it became even more evident when we met and there was a rapport, and then now I was a fan of the person, you know, I was a fan of the Police. Of course, it's Sting's music, but then as a person it becomes even bigger.
It was a little bit like making soup, you know. A fish soup, say, you know, he brings a fish in from Jamaica and I bring a fish in from the North Sea and we put it in and we mix them up and boil it, and that doesn't work, so we put something else in.
Seasoning.
Experimenting, but all the time asking each other for comments, for ideas, for observations. I think we ended up with something that truly is collaborative.
Yeah, we cooked and taste too, so it's like there's a little salt here or not.
You take this analogy a little further?
Well, I'm just saying, it sounds real nice.
Okay. It tastes good.
Yeah.
We really got on from the minute we met.
Instantly.
We recognized kindred spirits in each other. I don't quite know how we did that. Then we have strangely different voices. On paper, you wouldn't think this would work at all.
He's a tenor, and mine is just sexy.
We kept challenging each other in a very genial way, and we ended up with something that is surprising to us, and I think surprising to the listener. But also, it's very integrated. Well, those venues are interesting because some of them are a couple of thousand years old, and they've been places of entertainment for thousands of years. So we share the same dressing room as the gladiators would have done, 2,000 years ago. It smells like that sometimes.
Oh, well.
They haven't really cleaned them.
I'm totally looking forward to it.
I like that sense of tradition those places have, and we are a couple of old ruins anyway. So to go on tour in these places is totally appropriate.
It was fun to make, and it's really fun promoting. And now we're really looking forward to just doing it on stage, and you know, that's just an extension of the fun. It's been a very pleasant project so far.
I value my work by someone coming up to me in the street and saying, "Oh, I got married to one of your songs," or "I fell in love to one of your songs," or, you know, our wedding song was "It Wasn't Me." You know what I'm saying? You like that, don't you?
Well, you know, mine is Angel that comes to me and always say, but you know what it is? Do you go to weddings?
Like when people invite you to weddings?
Yeah, I've sung at a couple of weddings.
I don't go to weddings.
No?
When people invite me to their wedding, I try not to go.
Because you know you're going to guess.
They're going to ask you.
You see, I'm
just one for the bride.
I'm different. I'll just sing at the drop of a hat.
Well, I'd like to sing at the draw of a hat too, but sometimes I just want to go there and get the free cake.
It's got me banging on the sofa. Oh, no.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
It's a very good wedding song.
You know what? When they ask me to do weddings again, that's the one I'm going to sing. Instead of doing Angel, just do It Wasn't Me. I'll freak all of them out.
Especially if the bride's pregnant.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.